Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Prog Report monthly reaction episode. This is the end of May. We're recapping some new music over the last few weeks, over this month. We got Vic back with us on this one, and my good buddy Jeremy, who has been on a recent podcast that we did. Which one did you do? The live albums one with us?
Yep.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So, Jeremy's getting more involved in the team here. So say hi to him if you see him around.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a little bit quieter. The first few months were crazy with new releases. I mean, it got nuts, and so it's a bit quieted down, which is nice, but still some really cool stuff. In fact, some stuff that I'm putting into this that came out today, that at last minute sort of thing decided to add, which I thought was pretty cool. So we'll dive right in. We got 6 songs. We'll check out. Let me go ahead and bring up the. There you go. First track is a favorite of mine. If you've watched the channel, you know that I like to throw in Big Wreck whenever I can. Man, they are really up there with my favorite bands. Like up there. I like every single thing they do. This is a one-off single. Basically, I want to say last year, maybe late the year before, I don't remember, they released an EP. Basically, they've just been releasing series of EPs every 3 months. And a couple of years ago, they did a 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. It was kind of like a trio of EPs. And then last year, I think it was last year, they released Pages, which was going to be the first part of another trilogy of EPs. This is just a one-off single, which I think is from the second EP, but there's been no other news that I've seen. But it's another just cool kind of rocker. I'm skipping towards the middle on this because there's a really cool guitar solo that I want to make sure we get to listen to. So I'm gonna jump in here into this one. Cool. That's just awesome. I don't care.
Such a cool throwback vibe. You know, it kind of takes me back to the days of the virtuoso 80s guitarist. He's just so solid, great rhythm behind him.
Yeah.
Good to see these guys just keep cranking it out. And I know you've been a big fan of these guys for a long time, Roy. So
it just doesn't write a bad song. I mean, it doesn't write a bad song. This is everything about this kind of music. It's not necessarily proggy, but it's got interesting elements all the time that allow it to kind of live in this world adjacently, as we like to say.
Right.
But the musicianship is excellent. There's always harmonies. There's always millions of guitars going around, and then the solos are next level. I mean, he's just incredible. So yeah, I love it. I love everything that they do. Every song is great. They never write a bad song.
Yeah. Did they replace? I know that they their longtime rhythm guitarist passed. Did they replace him in the band, or is it just Thornsley playing everything?
It is four guys, so I think there is
Okay.
a second guitar player. I only know his name at this point, which is probably terrible. I should know the other guys' names. I don't remember them. But I mean, he writes everything, and
Right.
and is the main guy.
All right.
That was really good. I mean, that guitar tone sounded so good too. And his playing kind of like made me think of like oh man, I'm trying to place it, but like somebody from that like 80s, 90s, like Frank and Bali kind of sound.
I hear a little like Red Beach almost.
Red Beach,
Kind
yeah,
of fusion.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, it's
really cool
cool.
stuff.
So yeah, so this is kind of like the pre-video version. This one, there's a video for it, but I didn't. There's no point to the video to me. It's sort of like just a black and white montage of like old news footage from like the '60s. I don't really get it, but it's an edited version of the track, and it cut the solo in half,
Oh
which
wow.
is pointless. So anyway,
especially for this
is out
channel.
on.
I was
Yeah,
going to say
this is
not
out
for
on
the Prog Report.
this is out on streaming, and you can check it out and just keep an eye on this band. They're just awesome. Okay, so this is a band called Edensong, based out of New York. They've been around a while, but they haven't put out a new album in a pretty long time. This album came out a few weeks ago, and inexplicably it just missed us. Uh, with all the stuff that we get to cover, we just didn't catch up to listening to this. And I've been recently listening to this album for the past week, and
Yep.
I'm completely blown away by it. I think it's amazing.
I
It
agree.
is an absolute album of the year nominee for me. It's just tremendous. They do have a video for a different track, but since the album's out and all the songs are sort of out right now, this is the title track. It's sort of the longer song towards the end of the album, last song on the album actually, and it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip a little bit here, but I just love this. So it's really good.
Dried up dedication leads and dutifully climbs a path so steep and winding that by now we'll need reminding while we left our home. Oh, traveler, refugee. What is this hope that you'll see here that we all fail to see?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's that sort of whoa whoa part that's kind of there is like the big long epic at the end of this song. I don't know if you've heard that part, Vic, if you had a chance to listen to it. It's like the big ending on the album. Um, just that minute and a half we heard was like three different songs.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's just really good stuff, man. I dig it.
I am a newbie to Edensong, and you had recommended for me to listen to this, and it's been playing a lot. What a fun listen! They get heavy, but they're very melodic. It's almost, obviously with the flute, you almost get like those Jethro Tull type vibes. But I also
that's
get
exactly what I was going to say.
but I also get like a lot of the of the Himbalakan, Moon Safari type of vocals, and how they go from melodic to heavy, but it's just really cool, well written songs, and just a pleasant surprise. Making 2025, man, this year is just
It's sort of out of nowhere these albums come around. That's the thing about this genre that we always run into. Because you start every year January, you go, okay, I know there's like 3 or 4 albums coming out, but what could possibly else be there and then albums just keep coming out and stuff that surprises you. And that's always so much fun. I mean, there's stuff on this album that has Pain of Salvation elements. There's a song called Black Crow, which I love, kind of has a Deer Hunter vibe to it. I mean, there's a really cool instrumental that's just ripping
Yes.
towards the end of the album. It's I hate to almost just share this minute and a half because it doesn't even give a whole a spotlight on what the album is. But yeah, it's great. I highly recommend this.
Yeah, we'll be talking about this band again in our 6-hour episode wrapping up the end of the year, because I don't know how we're going to narrow things down.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you had just sent me this, I think, earlier today, and I hadn't gotten a chance to actually hear this track yet. But wow, I can't wait to now go back and check it all out. Kind of like what Vic was saying, they have this kind of modern Jethro Tull feel to it, at least in this song, which I really dig, because I love all that rockin' Jethro Tull stuff that we've talked about on the Wheel of Prog. So this really kind of gives you that modern feel with a bunch of different kind of genres all kind of mixed into one here. So I'm actually really looking forward to going back and doing a deep dive into this band.
Yeah. Good stuff. So Edensong, I Wrote to Dust. It's out now. It's on Spotify and Bandcamp. I think you can get it. So check these guys out. Really good. Okay. Moving on. This is a band called I want to say Ihlo. I'm not sure exactly
That's
if
how I
that's
would guess.
the UK band that dropped this first single today, and I heard it today and I was like, wow, this is really good. Their album's called Legacy. It comes out on August 29th, I think. And the single's called Empire. It looks like it's a trio. The album's coming out on K-Scope. It's kind of a notable label as well. We'll check it out and see what you guys think of this. Also, a song that has a lot of different parts, so we can't get into all of it, but you get an idea for it.
It's a new symbol.
Yeah, I want to buy this guy a symbol.
Nice.
You get the idea.
That's really good.
Part, I was going to say that part where he's singing and you've got the syncopated rhythm behind it. Maybe it's because we just saw these guys opening up for Devin Townsend. Kind of has a Tesseract sort of groove.
You know what?
Really,
I was
really
trying
cool.
to figure out who they remind me of. Tesseract is a good match, actually. I was also thinking a little bit like like Temek. It sounds like them a little bit.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that bass sound. The bass sound is very, very distinctive. Apparently, it must have been a session guy. Hopefully, they can get a good guy to tour with them if they go on tour. But yeah, it's very cool.
But solid. I mean, I was really like, oh, cool, a new band. I kind of dig it.
Another one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's their second album. I think the first debut came out 5 years ago. We have an article about it on Prog Report, and Yeah, but I mean, check it out. If you guys know more about this band, you want to let us know, leave it in the comments or whatever. But I mean, I'm excited to dive into these guys, see what they're about.
Yeah,
And we're
please.
going to start a GoFundMe page to get that guy a brand new crash cymbal.
It's like the Cookie Monster got a hold of it.
Yeah, he makes the most with very little. All right. That's what we got from those guys. Next is our good buddy Nad Sylvan. For people that don't know, he's the singer for Steve Hackett's band, but we've covered Nad a million times in different ways on the
He's
channel.
amazing.
Really just a great guy, really nice guy. Had a chance to talk to him many times over the cruise and podcasts and things like that. This is his 5th solo album in about 10 years. It's called Monumentada. It comes out on June 20th on Inside Out. 3rd single, the title track. The album is sort of his personal diary kind of record. His father passed away within the last year, so there's a lot of like lyrical things with that, because I guess he didn't really know his dad well and they didn't have much relationship. That's what this song is actually about. The lyrics in here, they're really good, like powerful emotional lyrics. I think this is an amazingly touching and great song. So I highly recommend this one if you get a chance to listen. It's a really good album. It's got a bit of proggy stuff, a bit of sort of funky other things. Tony Levin plays on it, Randy McStein plays on it, Jonas Reingold, a bunch of people. It's just, really cool. So we'll check out a little bit of this.
Feel no different than before.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Much too little to care for. Yet I do believe that I achieved your recognition, but you missed the score. And I a little hard to reconcile. With that, I'll be the next in line. Now we kids are left alone, bereft of happy memories, but I'll be just fine.
Well, not to get us any more depressed, but there you
Wow.
So I
think
guess
it's
really
his dad,
powerful
touching.
stuff.
so
Yeah.
his dad,
Really touching.
must have been a famous tennis player.
Yeah, apparently he was in the
Wow.
50s, 60s, something like that, and played in some of the big tournaments and stuff. And but they didn't really know each other well. They connected late in life. Sort of the basic idea that it's in some of the bio and stuff for the record that came out. So yeah, that's what and that's what this song is about. So, it's just another side of stuff to listen to, but I think it's just done really well, and I think it's really good. So it can't always be a million notes, guys. You know?
You know, one thing that I love about his voice is that, of course, it kind of makes you think of Genesis because of all the stuff that he's done with Steve. But man, he just has a way of conveying feeling and these raw emotions. You can really tell that this song has like a really deep meaning to him too, and I just like how he's able to get that out. Not every singer can.
Yeah, and you know what else I think a lot of people don't know is that for his solo albums, he writes everything, and
Everything.
he plays a lot of the rhythm guitars, all the keyboards, some bass. He's a very talented guy. That you don't know that when you see him just with Hackett. He's singing and he's great, but like
Right.
he does a lot of this stuff on his own. So
Impressive.
I really like that piano part too. Really, just yeah.
I was gonna say, song is kind of timely for those of us here in the States, as Father's Day is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So interesting.
There you go. All right. Moving on. Oh, did I say album comes out on January 20th? But yeah, third single. The two other
When-
songs out are really good too, so I would check
Repeat
those
that.
out.
When does it come out?
June 20th.
Okay.
We're going back to our good buddies Avkrvst. It is pronounced Avkrvst.
I always wondered how it was pronounced.
That's why we keep talking about them, to educate people.
Just think of Mel Brooks, History of the World, or Part 2. It's nuts, I tell you. NVTS, nuts. Think of that.
That's great. So their album Waving at the Sky comes out June 13th. They released one track prior to this called The Malevolent that had Ross Haken on it. We covered that song as well. That was really cool. Sort of an up-tempo 3-minute rocker with Ross on it. Was good. This is sort of back to what the previous album sounded like on this song. Very riffy, bringing that Opeth thing that influences them a lot. Weird imagery in the video that makes no sense. But, these guys are awesome. And I just think everybody should get to know this band. So we'll play a little bit of this song too. Yeah.
Oh, that's the good part.
Yeah, I can't believe you cut that off. We were waiting for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
That's
good
a
stuff,
very
good stuff.
very creepy video. And,
Absolutely.
Very creepy.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're the nicest guys too. Simon and Martin that make this album, the two of them, they're great. So really nice, normal people.
I recognize a couple of the I don't know if it's the rooms, but like the shack that's there and everything else. I think in their
it's the
making
same
of
cabin.
video.
It's the same cabin that yeah. So they go out. They've written both records in this cabin and filmed a lot of the footage there and made the videos all. And yeah, that's just where they go and they do their thing. So, but this comes out on June 13th. Waving at the Sky, the second album. Really cool band. I just think this is one of the bands that I hope sticks around for a while and continues to improve on what they do. But I like them a lot. I think they're really
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. They should go on tour with Opeth.
good. It would make a lot of sense.
It would.
All right. So last one, we're gonna close on one of the big bands that are back with a new record. Styx. The album is called what's it called again? Circling from Above. That's what it is. 18th studio album, which is insane. They just sort of came out with this out of nowhere, and I guess apparently you can go to the website and just buy the record now and get it. Like it's not on streaming yet, but you can just buy it and order it and get it shipped right now. It's sort of my understanding. And this is the first single from it called Build and Destroy. Pretty cool little proggy number. They're writing some really good stuff late in their career. So let's check this out.
me.
I gotta tell you something. I know a lot of people don't like AI videos, but I just think this one has taken it up a notch, man. Like that looks like Tommy Shaw. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's the oddity of knowing that it's not them, but then seeing what AI is doing, it's impressive.
We're a couple years away
Impressive.
from it being 100% perfect looking like them. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe 6 months away from it. Like, I mean, from what I've seen, what AI is doing now on the internet, it wouldn't surprise me.
Gosh. Yeah. Well,
And I think
That
the
was
listen,
a really
song
cool
is about
song.
that too. Yeah, really good.
Really cool song. I mean, lots of like kind of little nods to, early Styx there, I felt.
absolutely, vocals and the chorus and the harmonizing, that's all classic. Yeah.
And those keyboard runs,
Styx.
that kind of just shuffly feel. I mean, yeah, that could be off of something from the late 70s from them.
Yeah.
I really
You know-
enjoyed their last album, which I guess it was
Mission to
4
Mars?
years. 4 years ago.
No.
No, the Crash of the
Crash of the Crown.
Crash of
Oh,
the
Crash of the Crown.
and
That's a masterpiece album. One of my
Yeah.
favorites of the last maybe 20 years. Mission was great too. Really good. So yeah, I think I'm glad they're making music. They're making good music. They should keep doing it,
indeed.
and they play some of these songs live when they tour. I think they played the other night and they played this song already. So
That's cool.
that's how you
I think
keep a
they're
legacy
playing
of
here-
a band going.
I think they're actually playing here tonight.
Oh,
Is
really?
it tonight?
It's
Oh,
tonight or
gosh.
tomorrow, I believe.
Oh man.
Because
well.
Todd was actually in town, and he did one of his master classes in Sunrise last night.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I saw them just like 6 months ago, though, I think, or something with Foreigner.
Well, now
Which was-
it's them with Kevin Cronin and Don Felder.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, pretty good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing amazing stuff. Again, check out the new Styx. I guess you can go to Styx. I think it's Styx World.
Styx World.
And check out the album if you want, or just check out this song online somewhere. Yeah, but that's it. That's what we got. Those 6 songs. Again, I think it's a pretty cool collection of material to check out.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
old guys are rocking hard. I like that a lot. So gives us.
Well, we had a mix here of all ages.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, we did. But I'm just thinking, mentioning who's on tour and Styx and all that stuff. Because you've got a band like Kansas, who gosh, they don't have anybody really left that's playing with them, but they're still touring and playing great songs and all that. But with Styx, it's the guys are still there, and they're still putting out some strong stuff. That's really awesome and encouraging. And these younger bands hopefully have the sort of the model to be able to continue for a long time to producing and making great music. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, guys, please leave the comments. Let us know what you liked, what we missed, other music to check out, all that kind of stuff. And thank you, guys. We'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on all our socials and progreport.com. And we'll see you all again real soon. Thanks.